Hello everyone, I am Hema Sati Sharma and students, we are going to discuss chapter light for class 8 today. First of all, what is light? So as we know, light is a form of energy. It includes the sensation of vision in our eyes. It makes us able to see various things present in our surrounding. So basically, if you want to see anything, you need two things. One is eye, other is light. So if there is no light, you will not be able to see anything, even if you have eyes. Or if you have light but you don't have eye, you will not be able to see anything. It is very simple. Now next, how do we see? When light falls on an object, some part of light is reflected back to our eyes. So as we have read this chapter in class 7 also, so we have studied that whenever light falls on any object, it can either absorb the light or it can reflect the light, or it can absorb some part and it can reflect other part. So what is reflection? Reflection is basically bouncing back of light. So whenever light falls on any object, it bounces back the light. When that light reaches our eye, it enters our eye and there is some mechanism, there are some parts of eye which are involved in making image, and now that image will be sent to the brain for interpretation. What are we seeing? So basically we are able to see any object because light is being reflected from that object and it is going to our eye where image formation is being done. So we should understand what are properties of light. Light is a form of energy like heat, like sound. It travels in straight lines. So unlike sound travels in a wave form, whereas light travel in a straight line. Light can form shadows. So this we all know that light can form shadows in the opposite direction from which the light is coming. Now we'll discuss laws of reflection. So now we know what is reflection. Reflection is bouncing back of light when it is incident on any object, right? And the reflection changes the direction of the light or it changes the path of the light, right? For example, if you throw a ball on the wall, what will happen? Ball will come back to you or it will bounce back. So this is reflection. Now when ball bounces back, what is happening? The path of the ball in which it was moving is changed or the direction of the ball is changed. So now the two laws of reflection are the angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. So what is this? This we'll discuss. We'll see the picture and then we'll discuss this further. The incident ray, the normal to the mirror at the point of incidence, and the reflected ray all lie in the same plane. And these laws of reflection are applicable to all types of reflecting surfaces, including spherical surfaces. So there are two laws of reflection. We need to remember angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection, and incident ray, normal ray and the reflected ray all lie in the same plane. So here through this picture we can see that what is incident ray? Incident ray is the ray of light which is falling on the reflection surface. Reflected ray is the light ray which is bouncing back from the reflecting surface. So as we know that this arrow is pointing that this ray of light is falling on this reflection surface. So you can see here that at the point of incidence we have drawn one line which is 90 degrees to the reflection surface. So this line which is being drawn from 90 degrees of this point of incidence is called normal, and this is an imaginary line. So incident ray is real, reflected ray is real, but this normal is imaginary line which is being drawn. The angle between incident ray and the normal is called angle of incidence, and the angle between reflected ray and normal is called angle of reflection. So you see, angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection. And the second law says that incident ray, normal and reflected ray all lies in the same plane. Now we'll see formation of image by a plane mirror. So here you can see this PQ is a mirror. Now O is object. This object is reflecting some light which is falling at point A and point C. So this is the normal for OA and this is the normal for OC. So since OA is incident at this point, it is being reflected as AB. So now the angle of this angle of incidence will be equal to this angle of reflection. In another case, OC is incident on PQ. This is the normal. So OC, this angle is angle of incidence and this angle is angle of reflection. So OC is reflected as CD. So now here you see that these two reflected rays AB and CD are diverging. They are diverging, so therefore it is not possible for them to meet in this plane. So what will happen? We will draw or we will extend these reflected rays, and the point where they meet, image will be formed. So this is a point to remember कि image is formed only when two rays or two reflected rays meet. So two reflected rays meet at a point and at that point image is formed. So here the reflected rays are not meeting, they are appearing to meet because at this point there is no ray. So they are appearing to meet, therefore this image will be called virtual image. Clear? So as I have explained you in figure, PQ is a plane mirror and O is an object. Incident ray OA and OC are coming from the object. The incident rays are reflected from the mirror and reflected rays emerge as AB and CD. If reflected rays AB and CD are extended behind the mirror, they appear to meet point I. This is the point where image is formed. So in our next lecture, we'll be discussing about the features of the image which is formed by a plane mirror. Thank you.